Okay, I in the last session I have completed data sharing. Okay, data
Okay.
sharing means we have sent the data from parent to child or child to parent through the decorator. We have decorator, input
Hmm.
decorator. This is a
Okay.
input type decorator.
Hmm.
Okay, and we have output type decorator. From input decorator, we have sent value data pass from parent component to child component. Okay, and through this we need to some setting like we need to import in parent component import child component. Okay, in the
Hmm.
parent component we need to register selector of child component. Okay,
Okay.
and on here we have select this property custom select. Through this property we send the value in the child. This value come from this value parent. Okay, this value come from parent to child. On there we can get value through this variable in the child. Okay, and through this, okay, in the child component, through this variable, this variable, this variable, and this variable is same. Okay, this variable is in the parent component, this variable in the child component. Okay, through this value get in this variable, and in this variable get value. Okay, through the input decorator. Through the input decorator, uh, we have some coloring just. Okay, so uh, through this through this input we can show data in the child component. After when I send the data from child to parent, then we use on that case we use the output decorator from pass data from child to parent. And also on there we need to event emitter. Event emitter means send the value, means event emitter from send value to parent. So get from out keyword set value and send to the parent. On here we have created one variable. Just I show in my code. um, can you see my screen, VS code?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is a customer aid is a parent component. Okay,
Hmm.
customer list is a child component. Okay, so when I send value from parent to child, we have on here, this is a child component. A custom select. This is a selector. A custom
Okay.
a customer list. This is a selector. This
Hmm.
selector we need to register in the parent component. This is a
Okay.
selector on here.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
on here we have variable. On here we have variable. Okay, this is a property binding. Okay, data
Hmm.
binding you can,
Hmm.
this is property
Yes.
binding through this customer list. And this customer variable, this is a customer variable we have assigned on here, customer variable. This is array. Okay,
Hmm.
when I
Hmm.
add value in this page, when I add value, then store value in this array, and this
Hmm.
array send to the child through this variable. Through this variable, okay,
Hmm.
through this
Hmm.
variable send to this array, send to the child. Open the child component. On here we have same input customer list. This is a variable, you can
Hmm.
remember on here. This is a variable customer
Hmm.
list. Okay.
Hmm.
Same variable on here, same variable on here, customer list on here. Through this
Hmm.
input decorator, come value in the customer list, and this is a variable. This data come from the parent array into child customer list variable. This is a array
Hmm.
type. Okay, on here in the you can see on here, this is a array type. Okay, customer. Then customer send this is array sent from parent to child. On here
Hmm.
this is array, then show value, come value in the customer list, and customer list will show on the HTML page. HTML page on here. This is a customer list. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
through this control flow, if you remember control flow in the TypeScript. Okay,
Yes.
so
Hmm.
through the control flow we can show the data on here. This is variable customer name, we can show
Yeah.
data.
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
After that, this is a input decorator. After that, next is a output decorator from parent to child. From child, sorry, child to parent. From child to parent send value. Through this is a child component. Okay, this is a child component. On here, when we have created the output.
Hmm.
Okay. On selector, this is a same things on here. This is a parent component. We have registered the child component. On here, this is a on selector. This value come from the child. This
Hmm.
value this value come from the child. On
Hmm.
selection. On selection, this is a on selection. On selection, this is a sorry. This is a on selection output. Decorator
Hmm.
without this is on selection. This value come to the parent. Okay. This value sent to the parent from child. Okay. So and how to set value on here? Then okay, this is a select customer. I create the one event, and when I click the button, this is a select customer. Okay, select customer. Then click this event call. Okay, this event message come on here. On select value set on select, this is a variable. This is a output on selection. Output is a variable. On here we can emit. Through this emit. Through this we can set value on this variable. On select, on here we will value send on here. This dot on select. The emit means send. Message means we come from the on here when click the event. Okay, then this value come on here and set on here. Then value come on here. Okay, then go to the parent and get value on here. Okay, this is a read value, and this is a dollar event by default
Hmm.
parameter. This is by default. Okay, this read value we have create custom function in the parent component. This is a read value. Okay, this read value. Okay, when click that, then get value from on here and message. Then this customer name. The customer name is a text box. Customer name is a text box. We can show on here. This is a customer name is a text box. We can show name on here from child to parent. Okay, just I run this application, then show how to working. Yes, on P. Actually, I comment this code. This one only just on P. Engagement. ng server. Okay, now open the browser. Local. Can you see my browser?
Yeah.
On here, then click the data setting. This is a menu. Okay,
Hmm.
this is a customer name. Add customer. This is a parent component. Okay, we can write on here parent component. Okay, this is a parent
Hmm.
component. This is a parent component. Okay,
Hmm.
when I add this value, suppose that when I add value on here, name it. Okay, when I click. Okay, this is a parent. When I click, then click event go to the
Child component.
this is a child component. Okay,
Hmm.
then click on here. Can on here we can show on uh, customer aid. On click, then on here send value on here customer list. This is a customer list. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
send value on here customer list. Okay, and this customer list come on here customer list. Okay, this variable we can bind on here customer list.
Okay.
Okay, so add. Okay, then I can see Nimit.
Yes.
Understand? Any
Yeah.
confusion here? Customer list
If we
on
add another customer, then it will be showing the below.
Yes, we can show Nimit Kumar aid.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
this is a input decorator at the rate input decorator. From
Okay.
using from using at the rate input decorator, I
Mm.
am sending value from parent to child and show in the child component list page. Okay, on any confusion?
No.
Okay, so now we will talk about the at the rate output decorator, how to work. When I click this button, select
Mm.
customer. Okay,
Mm.
select
Mm.
customer. We can see on here. Select customer. Okay, this is a select customer.
Mm.
Select customer. When I click, okay, then customer name on here. Okay, customer name. When I click event, then this is a click event. Okay, come on here. Message value name is Nimit. Come on here, and on select value come on here. Okay, send value on Nimit, and come value in this variable at the rate output decorator variable on selection. Okay, on selection come in the parent component. On selection come on the parent component on here. Correct?
Yes.
Confusion on here.
No.
On selection value come on selection. Okay,
Mm.
then click this event read value. Okay, then event is fired. Read value or
Mm.
dollar event. This value come from the child. By default this is a dollar event. Okay, so click on here parent component read only message on here customer name is a text box. Okay, customer name is a text box. This is variable on here is a two-way binding. On here is a two-way binding.
Mm.
Okay, on here two-way binding, then value set on text box. So then open on here, then select. Okay, select customer, click Nimit. Just I clear. Okay, clear. Then click select customer, come value on here Nimit Kumar. Okay, if I select first, then Nimit. Okay,
Okay.
any confusion on here?
No.
Okay, so next point we will talk about the uh, at the rate input. At the rate, nahi, sorry. At the rate child. At the rate view child. At the rate view child. Decorator. Okay, so at the rate view child, it is used for the suppose that suppose that we have suppose on here we are doing on here through the input and output only get value some parent to child or child to parent some value. Okay, get value only individual value. Okay, not complete component. Suppose that we want to in the parent component we want to complete child component, but in the child component we want to complete parent component. It is not possible through this at the rate input at the rate output decorator through this. Okay,
Repeat
it is
again. Can
possible.
you repeat? Repeat again.
Yeah, sure. uh, we have at the rate input and at the rate output decorator. Okay, through this we have some individual value, some individual function value only get in the parent to child, child to parent individual value. Suppose on here we have select the click event on here, click event, then only individual value. Okay, then click only individual value. We want complete one time data go to the parent or complete data from parent to child we want. Then through input and output decorator it is not possible. Only individual value we can send through the input and output decorator. Through input and output decorator we can send only some specific value, not complete data. Suppose that we want to send list data.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
we
okay,
want to
okay.
send some
So means that in the input we have a list of customer. So which is adding the in that through the for in the customer name select. Okay.
yeah,
So if
yeah,
we click on that, we will not pass a whole customer list through this parent to child, child to parent. Correct?
yeah, correct. Let's suppose that we have on here in the child component we have 20 function. Okay, and want to we want to access in the parent. Okay, so how to possible through the at the rate input and at the rate output? Not possible. We can complete page access in the one page to another page from parent to child, child to parent. Complete access. Suppose that give the example on here. X this is a parent. This is a child. On here we have uh, one, one, two, okay, dot, okay, one n. Okay. Suppose that one, two. We have 20 function. We want to access this 20 function in the child. We want complete parent function in child. So how to possible throw at the rate input and output? It is not possible. For that we have at the rate view child. Throw view child it is possible. Throw view child it is possible. Okay. From parent to child or child to parent. So on here uh, customer add. Okay. Customer add. On here we have create at the rate view child. Okay. At the rate view child. Variable name first list and customer This is a customer list. Where is the system? Okay. In the apps. If the child need to capital B B. Okay. The child. Actually, we come from the Angular 4. Okay. So on here we are creating instance of the child component. Okay. This is a child component. We have created the instance of child component. Okay. So I I get value on here. I have get value on here. This is a variable. Okay. Just is a I create the array on here. So I want to send value through this component directly. Copy this dot customer list the component dot customer list dot push. Okay. This is a customer list and customers. I change the name on here. Uh, customer list. Yes, you can change same thing. You can write on here. Okay, if you want again, just for understanding, copy and this is from this is through this array. Okay, on here, just remove these things and on here customer list component. Okay, and we can build get value on here. Customer a customer we can add customer. Through this we can get value. This means we can customer Okay, this is a we can give the example at a time. This is not working on here. Okay. This is a parent. Okay, so we want axis on here. This is suppose that we have on here some another component like for testing. um, Child click. Okay, on here alert child component, child component. Okay, so okay, on here this say instance. Okay, inside uh, on here um, we have create one button like example input have button, and just on here we can write child call child function. Okay, name change on here, and child call. Okay, child call, and on here child call, and this dot child component, this dot child click. Okay, so this is a child click function I created in the child component on here. Okay, on here we have creating child click function in the child component, but we are accessing in the parent through this view child. Through this view child we are doing these things. Just on run this application. Let's check. uh, where is going it. Mhm. Add button. Okay, not saving these things. Okay, sorry, due to not save. Okay, this is call child function. This child function is in the parent. Okay, and from the parent we call the uh, child component function. Call the child component function. Then click. This is not working. Why? But I is coming. Okay, what is saying? Click. Okay. Can edit property undefined child click. Okay, yes, I check on here. Child click. Okay. Mhm. Child click. Okay. Child click. On here, come on, child click, and we call this child. This is check on your code. This is a parent. On your parent, we have like the function. Click. Okay. And after we have this if customer list. Okay. Then I'll give this a child at some message. And okay. Let's check the syntax on here. Okay, on here some issue because this is a syntax is not correct. Get child component list. To my customer. Okay, this is a component. Okay, and this is a component and okay, for this is a component name and this is a name. So this may all here. Okay, let's say go to my name. Click. Okay, click on here. We are doing something wrong. Okay, so view child we need to pass the component name. Okay, this is a instance name or this is a component name. Like a C sharp, we create the class name, object name is equal to new class name. Okay, same things on here. View child, this is a child component, this is a object name, this is a child component. Okay, through this I this is parent component. Okay, this is parent component. Okay, this is a parent component. On here we have calling the child function. Okay, this is a create the instance of the child component. Instance of this is a child component instance. Child component instance. This is a child component instance. Okay, this is child component instance dot child function dot child function child click. Okay, so through this view child we can call complete. You have access complete page. Okay, through this you can remove, and on here we have all things on here. On select customer. Okay, customer list we have all function we are accessing in the parent component of child component. So suppose that this is a parent component. On here child uh, child click customer list. On select customer. Go to the on here select customer child click. Okay, this is all variables and function accessing in the parent through this child component instance. Through this child component instance. Through this child component instance. This is a child component. This is an instance. Okay, and this is a parent component. Call this click child click. This is a child click function. This is a child click function. Okay, so view child is for the complete access of the uh, any other component. Suppose you want to parent component, child component. in the parent component, we want to the child component all function. Through this instance, we can access the compute function. Okay, understand these things?
Not too much. Just confused about that view component. Oh, sorry, view child.
Okay, on here, suppose that
Hmm.
we have view child. Okay, this is a view child.
Hmm.
This is a component name. Okay,
Hmm.
this is a
Hmm.
instance name. This is a
Hmm.
component name. Okay,
Hmm.
suppose that
Hmm.
in CSR we create the instance of suppose that we have two class, customer and student, and we want to
Hmm.
create in the instance of customer in the student. So same
Hmm.
things on here. So we have this is a parent, this is a parent, this is a child. Okay, so
Hmm.
child, we are creating instance of child in the parent. So we have creating only instance. You can understand this is a class. We have two class, customer aid and customer list. We have two class. Customer list class create the instance in customer aid. Okay, so we have creating the instance of customer list component comp. This is a instance through the view child. Okay,
Hmm.
after that when I click I and also create one button on the parent component. On here we have created the one button on here,
Hmm.
one button, and this when click the one, when the click that button on there, this is instance, this is child instance, this is a
Hmm.
child instance. Okay,
Hmm.
customer list component, this is a child instance. Okay, inside this you can see, you can see uh, all things on here, properties, function, all things on accessible.
Okay.
Okay, child click, customer list, on select, select customer, all properties and functions accessible in the parent component.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
just you can understand on here we have two class. Okay,
Hmm.
don't forget these things. We have two
Hmm.
class,
Hmm.
and we want access some properties function from one class to another class. So how
Hmm.
to access? Through the instance, correct?
Yes.
Okay, same things
Hmm.
here, same things we are doing on here view child. Through
Okay.
this view child we can do on here.
So in the view child, we pass the customer list in the bracket. This is the child component, right?
Yeah, this is a child component.
Okay. After that, this customer child
This
list
is a,
component.
this is a
Yeah.
object.
This is an object
This
and
is a,
customer child
this is a
component.
component.
Okay. 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 In the parent, we are calling the child component as an instance, and that instance we are using to access the all the property method and functions, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So by that, we can pass, we can call any property, any object from child
Yes.
component to parent component completely, like any
Yes.
list,
Yes.
array, and see any form is there. So we can
Yes.
access the form also.
Yes. No, you cannot access the form completely. You can access function only.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
these things you can see on here. This you can access
Okay.
this thing. This is a method.
Okay.
This is a
Okay. Okay.
property. This is a
Hmm.
property. This is a method.
Hmm. Hmm.
Method and property you can access on here.
Okay.
Okay. This is a view child.
Okay.
And after that we have another things is view child. You can
Hmm.
understand, correct?
Yeah.
From parent to, from parent to child, we want, if we want uh, complete complete access of child to parent, then we can use, okay, like syntax on here. Okay, just I create on here folder in the code. On there we can write some, okay, this notes. Hmm. read only, read mode. Okay. Or we can write one notes, notes. Okay, on here we can, doesn't forget these things. Okay, this is best. Okay, this is error is coming on here. Name dot tst. Okay, so this is a view child. If we want to complete access of child to parent, then we can use these things. Okay, after that we have view children. View children. Okay, one things of also we can use of view child, just like on here. This is a parent component, and on here this is view child. Okay, another app creating the view child, view child div add element array. Okay, suppose we have created the one HTML on here. Div class alert, alert info style display none, style display none. Okay, we want to show message on this alert style. Okay, we have something wrong on here. This is what color icon style format selection display none. Okay, on here we have id div alert. When message come after submit data, then message come, and after we want to do on here alert. Okay, this is id. id. After that we are, when I save data on here. Okay, save data on here. If div alert this dot not is equal to null, not is equal to null. Okay, then this dot develop that native element dot style dot and this that develop the style display main block. Okay, after that hit the show the message on here. Inner HTML, inner HTML, new customer added. Okay, after some time message is removed. Set timeout. Set timeout after uh, what is here? Okay, dot display none after 2 seconds. Okay, only I'm doing for the when customer edit throw this view child show the message. Okay, show the message after 2 seconds message remove. Through this view child we can do. Okay, just on here hello add new customer edit. Okay, after 2 seconds it is removed. You can see hello new customer edit. Okay, this will come from view child. Okay, view child, view child, this is a view child. On here
Hmm.
we have created the div. On here we have created the div, and this is id. This is id has reference id. Okay, this is div id, div alert id, and this id set on here. Okay, view child id. Okay, element reference
Hmm.
through the element create the variable name on here. Okay, see variable name. Okay, when customer be when customer edit in the customers array, then if condition right on here not null, then message show. Then we want to show the message because on here by default this is a none. By default none. If data is added, then we want to block and show message on here new customer edit. After 2 seconds it will go. Message is hide, means div is none. Okay, after 2 seconds. So through view child we can do. Through view child we can do these things. Be a view child. Okay, suppose there is some message you are customizer message which we want to show on the page. Okay, after some time is message remove. Okay, so through the view child we can do these things.
Okay.
Okay, and after suppose that ki we want multiple we want to talk about the view children. Suppose we have one, two, okay, div two, div one. Remove these things. Remove these things. Okay. We have two div one and div two. Okay. Alert two, alert one. Then on here, at the rate view children. Okay. On here, like one div alerts colon query list. This is a query list like a list in the C sharp. Suppose that when data we have more than one data, then we have use list. Okay. On here we have query list. Or element type is element array. Element array. Okay.
What this element ref do?
Actually, this element ref far come from on here. Angular. Okay. This
Hmm.
element ref used for the for get value from create the instance of DOM. For the DOM purpose we can use. This is
Okay.
used for the directly access to the DOM.
Hmm.
Okay. For use for the DOM value we can get direct access to the DOM can make your application carefully view the
So
use of
me.
element code. Main purpose
So.
of DOM
Hmm.
value we can get through this element array.
Hmm. Element ref means that it will create the object of the HTML DOM.
Yes, create object of uh, yes, you can say uh, yes. This is things you can say. This like a on here. This is a element array. Okay, and this is a variable. Okay, so
Hmm.
this is a objective. You can say this is a class. Okay, this is a class. Create the uh, and this is a HTML div. This is a ID, and through this uh, uh, we cannot say create the object. Mhm. You can say like suppose that we have HTML. Okay, and we want to direct some changes on there through this element array we can do. If you want to direct manipulation or something, then through this element array like a became we have a document that get element by id dot id name dot value things like these things. Okay, same
Hmm.
things on here. This on here typescript. On here typescript, this is a element array. Element array dot net element. Okay, on jQuery we have write the document that get element by id, get element by name. Okay, these things on there. But instead of that things in the typescript we have element array.
Okay. So you mean to say that if we are writing the code in the JavaScript or jQuery, we are document.get element by ID and
Correct.
ID dot value. So
Correct.
this element ref is replacing only the value of document dot get element by ID things,
Yeah,
right?
on here we write document because
Hmm.
on this is jQuery document dot
Get
get
element by ID.
element by name or name or ID something. Suppose that this is ID, so then you can add ID. Okay, ID developed. Okay, and name, then you can add on here name or tag name, element by name or tag name or ID. These things on replace on here element ref. Then on here we have syntax element ref dot net element. Okay, this is net element,
Okay.
native element. Okay, these things
Hmm.
inside this go to on here we have native element. Okay, you can
Hmm.
see you can see uh, this is it. Okay, import this API last import component. This is multiple things on here. Render specific element. Okay, in the browser this is usually DOM element. DOM element. So on here this is a DOM element. We will talk about that in the jQuery. Okay, in the jQuery we have, suppose that we have some ID, input type ID. Okay, so on there we have get value. How to
Hmm.
get value
Hmm.
in the jQuery in a, through HTML, from
Hmm.
HTML? How to get value in the jQuery? Get element by ID. That okay, get element by name. Okay, same things on
Hmm.
here I am doing. Same things I am doing on here. uh, Customer aid. Okay, this is a double alert on here. This is a ID. Okay, this is a ID. This is a ID. This is a ID. Okay, on here same things I am doing. This is a create the instance name on here. You can say on here this is a actually some this concept of oops concept.
Okay.
So this is a element ref. Same things is a get element by ID or name. Okay, div alert. This is ID. Through this we can access. Suppose that on there we have same ID in name or tag name. Through this you can on there we can through the loop we can do the thing. Same things on here. Same things are we are doing on here through this view children. View children, and this is a query list. Query list. Suppose that we have multiple data. Okay, so we have right. Suppose the same ID we have multiple data. Through this for that we use the query list. If we have only one element, then use element ref only. More than one, then use query list. Uh, List of item. Okay, list of item matlab more than one.
Okay.
Okay, so like here, this dot div alerts dot for each and ele dot native element dot inner estimate is equal to math dot random. On here we are doing only I am showing on here. Suppose that this is a double alert. Okay, double
Hmm.
alert ID is one on there. This is ID one. Throw her for each. Okay, this is ID one.
Hmm.
One, then so one. Through loop, then ID two. Okay, ID double alert one, then two. Multiple is loop on there. Alert. Just I saw the one thing. These things we have two div on here. Okay, div alert two, div alert one. Okay, then first time, then this line will show. Again loop will go. Then on here two, ID two on here one. Just open. I just saw this what the one here. First show, then again debugger. Okay, this is a two. This two line why showing two line?
Hmm.
Because we have this is two on here. This number is not showing on there. Number we want to show. Mm, just I check them. Select element. Actually, we want to show on here. When I click, okay. When I click, okay, click. One row is so called. There is a two on here. Debugger. Okay. So this is the first element. Okay. On here first element. On here first element is one. And if you want to go on here for each first element, and suppose that we want to show on the where is the children. Okay, develop. We want to show this message in the second, then show in the second. So on here, these things we are doing from the only one line. Okay, on here only one line, and on this is a list. Okay, we have list.
Hmm. Hmm.
We have list. Query list. We want to show some value in the second based on the ID. Suppose this is a hard code ID. Okay, suppose we have 10 data, 10 row, and we want show in the 10 row, second 10th row. Okay, so
Hmm.
through this query string and on here based on the ID, this dynamic ID, we can show on there like these things. For that query list used for that purpose. Okay, query list view children, we have access multiple divs, multiple HTML, multiple tags, multiple tag. If you want to access multiple tag through this view children, you can access. View child only one, view child only one, view children multiple. This is a query list. If you want more than one tag access, then you use view children. If you only one, then you can you call view child. So on here is a
Okay.
div alert 2. Okay, div alert 2 and div alert 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, infinity. Okay, based on we can print the message on here. Okay, we have multiple data in the HTML. Okay, multiple data in HTML or something. Okay, multiple. So based on the
Mm.
ID, you can show this message or show something. Because query list we have multiple data, we can append multiple tag on there and view children for that purpose. Multiple tags. For that multiple tags we can use view children.
Okay.
Okay, maybe some confusion on here because this is not clear on here. Okay.
Mm.
Further we can use these things, then we'll talk. This is view children, and view shall be mainly this purpose only. This is the three things. One is a um, another component called functional property. One is a div. If
Mm.
you show some message in the same page, then use view child. If you have multiple text and based on the ID or dynamic ID, you can show some message or some get some value through this. Okay.
Okay.
After that, we will start forms.
Okay.
So on here, forms. Just go to the on here. Okay. Forms. One is a template. Write these things on top. Second is we have reactive. Okay. We have two type of form. One is a template. Template's complete name is template driven form. We can write on complete name. Yes. Template driven. Okay. This is a only reactive. This is a complete template driven. This is a
Mm.
reactive. Okay. Template driven is when
Uh, uh,
okay, yeah, tell me.
mm,
Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Okay, then we can continue tomorrow. Okay, and uh, then start from forms.
okay.